All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about the couple of penny stocks, couple of cheaper stocks we traded today to get ourselves up 2,700. Very tricky day, very rough day. In fact, we went from max loss to green, max loss of almost 3K, I believe. We fought our way valiantly back to green. Just a very crazy day, very crazy week. We're grateful here for the momentum. We're glad that we're heading into the weekend with something to smile about because this was a very, very, very close call. My win percentage, absolutely atrocious. A lot of fees today, but we were able to get it done. At our lows, we were down 2,700. Just imagine if we never went red and we could have just built into the green. It would have been a nice 6-8K day. And look at the swings in here, right? Low of 27, brought it to 1100, back down to 2K, brought it to down 350, then minus 1600, minus 370, minus 1300. I mean, just ridiculous, man. Minus 36, minus 160, and then finally started to pull away into the green side of things. And shout out to MLGO because if this thing didn't keep going, we wouldn't have stood a chance of getting back to green. We traded a ton of volume. I don't usually trade this much volume in one day. It wasn't the cleanest trading, but we're glad that we were able to pull off the red to green and get back on track. So OSRH, you guys will notice that we're down 1600 on this one. I mean, just very brutal for me. Very brutal. OSRH. In fact, let's just pull up the entire main screen here. Let's pull that one up and we'll start from there. You know, this stock was up previously a few days ago. I believe recent IPO. Today we had a bit of a continuation move. And boy, did I get destroyed. You know, ultimately what we're looking for every day is always the same. It's somewhat similar, despite some of the stocks having a different personality from time to time. But we're moving up nicely. We're on a beautiful bull flag, sideways consolidation, and it's always the same. Are we going to go up or is this thing going to break down? And it ended up breaking down a little bit, but instant bottoming wick and reclaim and curled up. And I think a lot of the people who did really well were probably watching this thing all the way down here, putting themselves in the position to be aggressive, taking early entries, maybe even adding, if not, unwinding throughout the rest of the move. So for me, I came a little late. I believe I saw it somewhere in this area here, and I was watching for the resumption trade. The stock did get halted up at one point, and on the resumption, I got completely obliterated. At this point, I thought this was going to be the stock of the day. So I sized up. We'll see that this is around 9:38, 9:40 a.m. Man, I'm trying to not go red to start a day, and I'm thinking to avoid bigger size in the first 5-10 minutes. But maybe I might need to even extend that to the first 15 minutes because a lot of the times we're getting stocks that are looking like it's going to be the stock of the day. A strong stock, the one is what we refer to it as, the one. Are we going to find the one hot stock that's going to go and go? And you can see this one even was a bit short-lived. It pushed up, it had the halt trade here, and then on this pullback, I didn't do a good job holding my trade, and this thing went without me, and I got cooked. We can actually look at this one. Let's just take a quick look at the video here. I still will record my screen to study up from time to time. This one was just brutal, man. So here's the halt. Let's see here. Resumption. Okay, minute 32 seconds, 30 seconds. Here we go. It's coming up. So I got completely obliterated here. Initially, I tried for break of 6. This is what this is. I'm going to get a couple cents. I'm out a little early. Didn't quite get the move all the way to 99. And it did go through. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me look at this again. Maybe I could have held that position longer. It opens up sideways. And right here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to get for that break of 6. I'm in. Looks like I sold 90, 91. Yeah, just about 10 cents. Could have given that a little bit more time over 6. We got to 618. Okay, let's see where I got this. I think I bought the dip and bought the dip early right here when it came down. Or it might have been on the other candlestick. Sometimes it's so tricky to determine the dip, man. It's so tricky. We took a small loss. We took another small loss. We tried for over 6. The lows were at 90. And okay, so let's see. Okay, it went up before I took the losses here. See this just looking back, just like I'm not watching the entire thing through and through. I'm gonna do that over the weekend, but just looking back, I'm already not happy because the way how this looks, it looks like I should have done better. Is how it's looking. That's what I'm seeing here. I should have been up at least 1K on this thing on this stock. Break of the high. Oh, and I think I hesitated right here around 25 to buy back, and it went, and it didn't really dip after it went, if I could remember correctly. I tried to chase it, which it's not the best entry to be taking. Stopped out scratch. Man. There's no excuse there, man. This was clean. We can't ask for better than that right there. Quick bull flag. Quick bull flag. Textbook bull flag. Green candle surging up. Quick sideways consolidation. Are we going to go up or down? I got to either take the high of day breakout, buy close to the lows, even if I took the $6 area and try it again, but there's no excuse for missing this type of trade. There's no excuse for missing this type of trade. So if I held the resumption trade longer, we could have made about 30 cents or close to it, which would have been about 500. Let's assume we captured a dip at 90 because it dipped twice. If we're in at 90 area, 95, 98, we're back out 610, 615, there's another 10 cents. And then right here again, even if we missed the dip, we buy the breakout 25. I could have even chased it at 30. I could have chased it at 30. And it's still not really bad because over 25, we can see 50, maybe 40, right? So I think there's a major L not jumping in. So here we go again. Here we go, resumption coming up. Did I actually hold up? Never mind. I already lost the 1600. So I was on this resumption here where I got cooked. I think I bought it early. I think I might, yeah. Oh man, that was rough. I bought it early, right before a massive drop off. Unbelievable. That is brutal, brother. Brutalization. Brutalization. And then the other loss. Where is it? So we took a $200 loss. We're in at 36 trying to buy the dip. And I believe it dropped out, yeah, into the halt down. I think there's no excuse to not have made money between here and here. Okay, we bought the dip a little early, fine. But we should be giving back profits, worst case scenario, than to be going into the red. And if I had given back profits, the mindset would have been more of like, hey, slow down. Because at this point, it's like I'm still trying to push forward in the move to get green, rather than I'm already greens, ease off a bit, make sure everything's good. So just This is a fumble. This is a fumble here. This shouldn't have even happened. This should have, worst case scenario, from green 1200 to maybe, green 300 or flat. Worst case, even then it would still not been good, but this is unnecessary. This is unnecessary. This is unnecessary. No need to have lost money here on this one. It was too clean. So a little disappointing there. MLGO, man. MLGO. Crazy move. Going all the way to $10. But as you guys saw, the amount of times I made money, lost it back, made money, lost it back. This one was tough for me. Getting the dip was pretty tough. This is one of my better trades here. Break of 740. In fact, before we look at this trade, let's just come out of frame. Let's pull it up here. So for context, as you guys can see, it started off in after hours yesterday. And we went from 111 all the way up to 435. And then from there, it pulled back into the open, lows around 260. And we had this red to green, and that's where things started. And by the way, I got cooked buying this first breakout. 5,000 shares over the VWAP at, I got long, let's say at 315. And we had the highest it went was 25. I tried to dip actually off the high, and it just kept going down. This was brutal. That was my first trade, literally from flat to red 500 to start. So again, I got to be very careful when sizing up. I think rather than just sizing up right away, part of my rules need to be to build a cushion also with the small size before sizing up. I think that maybe is what I need. And I'm going to quickly write that down here actually. Build a cushion. Build a cushion. Usually I'll pause the recap and then write this down so we don't waste time, but I paused the recap 2 days ago and never started it again, and I went like another 10 minutes. So you guys are gonna bear with good old RT. Build a cushion. Sizing up. All right. I think Monday that'll help us out a little more. And maybe that cushion can be like, 25 cents. Can I make 25 cents with small size before sizing up? We got to figure out a way to eliminate going red, man. I think that's just our biggest issue right now. So I went red 500. It came back up. And of course, fooled me once, fooled me twice here. I bought again. It fooled me twice. But when it came up a third time, I was a little bit more... I felt a little bit better because, it's like the stock is being more resilient. And finally, it broke through 350. Got up to 386. Then 4. Then we had a bit of a bigger pullback into the previous highs, essentially. And from there, it then curled up some more. And it kind of continued on this trend. You can see we did have some bigger, nastier red candles. Even right here, a bigger green candle with a wick. Also an area where I took 5,000 shares over the whole dollar and lost 15-20 cents. Pretty tough. It then ripped up to 550. It pulled all the way back down to 448. Bottoming wicks here. And then curled back up. And another uptrend. It essentially rinsed and repeat, but it was tricky getting those dips. And so one of my better trades was from a breakout, actually, right in this area here when we broke out of this channel after the pullback. My only issue is that I needed to take more size. I should have took more size. I definitely should have took more size. So we made about 900 here for a break up 730, 740. I think right here is where I'm going to start to jump in. And the stock was at an all-time high. Well, not an all-time high, but high of day. Had a pullback with consolidation, which is a good indication that short sellers might have accumulated some size. And so back over 40, which was a key level and also a key support before we pulled back. So now, can this support, which is now resistance, become support again? Can we push through? If so, short sellers may panic, may stop out early. And so I started buying, but I needed to buy way more than I bought. I really should have sized up like crazy here, man. And this ended up being a good trade up to 60. But honestly, I think we could have also held it a little longer, right? So we sold right over 60, right back into the previous resistance. It's not a bad place to take profits, but I would have liked to see myself take more size and still hold at least a third of the position. So that was one of my better trades. Let's see, this thing got up to 850. Did we get the break of 850? Some areas I did try to use more size. So right here, I'm trying for break of 50. You can see it's right over. It's right back down. I tried again. Can we go this time? I keep taking the 10 cents or 5 cents. Whatever I can get out of that small push, I'm taking it. Right here, a bit of a chase though. And it didn't. Oh, okay, it did. I sold too soon. You can see the price action is not the cleanest. So it was tough to trade, man. But I still think we had a few areas where we could have used more size and could have done better. But all in all, grateful for the green. Tough day, man. Tough day. Grateful for the green. So as usual, we found these stocks utilizing the Momo Pro. And I actually have a Momo Pro shirt on that today, actually. Always have a big green day when I'm wearing the Momo Pro merch. I found these stocks utilizing the high of day, well, let's say the discovery section, which is also known as a gap scanner. You guys will see MLGO sitting, despite dropping to 550, sitting pretty tight. Something that I mentioned today when we first had this backside move was that I doubt the stock would recover. And to my surprise, seeing it here, it did an insane red to green. I thought this was backside. I thought no way this is getting over, levels such as this. But hey, and if I'm watching at this, if I saw this, this is a huge ABCDRW pattern, right? It's not the cleanest W, but it is a W nevertheless, right? So we have our lows, higher low, our midpoint. And so either I'm in on higher lows, and this is hard to, these entries, these bottoming wicks are a little harder to take, knowing that we could flush down to the bottom of the range, right? All the way down here, the bottom of the range. But it did hold up, and some people are aggressive to take this. But me personally, if I miss those trades, right in this area here is where I'm buying, bro. Right in this bottoming baby pullback and a rip. Could have seen myself adding gains right here. Beautiful 1 minute pullback. Bigger pullback here. But as the 1 minute candle makes a new high and over those highs again, I would have had to watch out though for being too aggressive, thinking short sellers, and it makes you wonder, right? If there's a lot of people who are short in between here, let's get the drawing tool. If people are short here, let's just assume people are short here, here. If people are short, why didn't this keep going to like 15 and 20? And this is where I have to be careful as a long trader, because looking back at this now, I would have thought that this would have held up this previous resistance, consolidate, even if it would have pulled back a little bit below, right? And then give us another big bull flag up here, right? Give us a nice big bull flag, consolidate, and boom, 15, 20. But why instead bearish engulfing? Lower consolidation, false breakout, and then sell off. People are short here, and we made a new high. Why didn't they cover into the new highs? Was there something else at play? Because it just, I don't know. I don't think it makes sense for this to reject. Or did they just say, hey, double top, this thing can double top, let's add to our short position against the previous high. Maybe that's what it was, right? Hey, I'm going to add and hope and pray it doesn't go. And if it does, maybe they're covering at 11, 12, 13. And then maybe that pushes it to 16, 17. But if not, then they get to move down with a bigger position. Maybe. So yeah. In other news, as mentioned, check out the scanner. This is where I get all the hot stocks for my watch list every day. Momo Pro. Coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Remember, you do not have to be a student to be a part of the chat room, all right? So you guys can feel free to check out the Relentless Trading chat room. It is 14 bucks a month. Let's see how the traders did today. All the pink names are students. So shout out to Ryan, Lucas. One of the students, Lucas, today got caught in the halt down and lost a good amount. Let's see. Let's just see if we can point out a couple of quick ones. Save, Monster Team House member. Over 40,000 at one point, ending the day. Looks like maybe 37, 38. Absolute beast. Tim. Someone mentioned they haven't been seeing Tim posting as well. Guys, $23,000 for the Monster Tim. Highs of 32K. And saying that he is pissed a little bit for giving back. Let's see. Ken, nicely done with the small size. Zay was red today. Mighty. Lucas, yeah, so Lucas has been having a tough month, man. But no doubt he'll bounce back. But we've seen Lucas have months of 200K already, so no doubt he'll be back in no time. Dash with a nice day, man. Shout out to Dash, another one of the students. So Lucas, biggest red day ever. Ryan, nicely done for the month so far. Nice consistency. This is exactly what I like to see, man. And for me, this is great because I've had like green, red, almost every day. So way to go there to Ryan. Shay got into the green after, I believe, starting red. We got Enzo, process over profits, getting it done. Save, the team house member, sharing his monthly calendar with us. Guys, just take a look at these insane numbers, man. This is so crazy. Save definitely top 3 here in the markets, man. Top 3, easy. Shout out to Save the monster. So Shay also worked from red to green. Mighty, 2,431 bucks. Maybe he might have added some more in the recap, I would hope, because if he was around, if the Mighty was around, the Mighty's up at least 10K.
Traders, welcome to another Mighty video today.
The Mighty added 1K.
Brutal day. People that
and I'll let the Mighty talk to you guys about the classes, all right? So if you want to, this is the last link we'll talk about. If you guys want to be a part of the curriculum, if you want to become a student, join the fun, be sure to check out Merciless Markets. This is our day trading course, all right? Marcelo, one of the other mentors here as well. You guys can take a look at the website, which includes, of course, first and foremost, our A to Z course going from 0 to advanced, teaching you everything that we know from start to end. It is beginner friendly. It gets more advanced and progressive. It's easy to digest. Check it out. Utilize coupon code TEAM for 50% off. All right. I do recommend checking out the full package. That way you get all the subscription perks, which includes weekly coaching calls. It also includes, let's scroll up here a little bit, weekly coaching calls, live low latency streams from the Discord, the live trading archives library, Q&A sessions. We also live stream our scanners in the chat room as well. Chat room in itself, if you become a student, you don't have to pay for the chat room. You'll get 1 full year of chat room subscription along with the full package. But for those of you who do not want to get involved with the subscription side of things, check out the complete blueprint right here, which is just essentially the full course. All right. If you just want the full course and nothing more, then you guys can check that out, right? So it's all here listed down below. You guys can feel free to check out the website. And yeah. All right. So for beginners, people who are just trying to get their foot wet, see what we're all about, they can check out the 101. For people who are looking to get everything, there's the full package, and then there's a complete blueprint for anybody who's just looking to get the course and they don't really care to be, in the live streams, in the chat, the scanners, all that extra stuff. If you just want the course itself, the blueprint is there. All right. So you guys can get on track to success. And not to forget, we are going to be announcing a winner pretty soon. We're going to be spinning the wheel for our next day trading team house trip, which is coming up next month. This is where myself, some of the guys from the chat room will be hanging out, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to be working together. We're going to be trading together, hanging out together, creating content together, all that good stuff. And one lucky student is going to get the chance to enter in the raffle. All right. So when you do utilize coupon code TEAM, you'll get a free ticket to join. So feel free to utilize the coupons. And yeah, we have another week and a half up until we select a winner. Okay. So utilize the coupons. Stay safe, stay green. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out. All right. Take care, stay safe, stay green.